Have you ever wondered why people leave your website without buying or signing up or converting? Well, what if you could actually know where exactly people are visiting on your website, how they are scrolling, what actions they are performing on your website, and how you can improve that? Well, if you're going to know something like that, you probably have heard of heatmaps, all right? And they are tools that are paid. I mean, you have to pay a lot of money to be able to do something like that. What if I show you a free tool, completely free tool that you can use to know this and to improve your conversions? My name is Shola Mathew, and I'm a digital marketing consultant. And in this video, I'm going to show you how you can spy on your website visitors using Clarity, a free Microsoft tool. Now, this is the website of Clarity. You see, it says Clarity with every click. And it's true. Clarity is absolutely free. And you can see over 1 million sites globally are currently using Clarity. And right now, it's 100% free, and it is GDPR and CCPA ready compliant. That means that you don't have to worry about maybe privacy issues and all of that. And you can get started immediately or see demo of how Clarity is working. All right. So just click on get started, and then, or you can sign up. So if I click on get started, you can sign in with Microsoft, sign in with Facebook, and sign in with Google. Since I already have an account, so I'm going to sign in to Clarity right now. Now, as you can see, I have some website here, all right? So I'm just going to use a WordPress website as an example in this case. So I'm just click on add new. And as you can see, Clarity now has what we call mobile app as well. So you can, if you have a mobile app, you can as well use Clarity on it. All right, depending on the platform that you use. But in this case, we're going to be using a website. So here you put the name of the website. So I will say Go Global. All right. And here is where you put the link or the URL of the website. So I'll paste it here. And then the next thing you want to do is to use website industry. So here it tells of the industry. So you can just select the industry of the website that you are in. So in this case, I am going to say B2B services. So just put it there. And then here I will click on add new project. All right. It's as simple as that. Okay. So it's loading. It says here install a third-party platform. So if you use Shopify, Squarespace, Wix, WordPress, and more, you can just click on view to continue. Or if you prefer to install manually, you can use this. So you get a tracking code, or you can install using npm. So basically, you just need to choose the platform that you want to use. So in this case, let's say, for example, you want to use WordPress, you can choose this, or you want to use any of these different platforms, you can use it. So I love to use this code. So get tracking code. So you'll see the tracking code here. So all you need to do is just click on copy. All right. So they just want to ensure that you are the owner of this website. Okay. So once you click on copy, you go to your website. Since I'm using Divi, I'm just going to go to Divi. Then I will click on Themes option. All right. And then I will go to integration. I love to use Divi because Divi is very, very simple to use. All right. But if you use another theme, that does not have this kind of integration, what you can do is you can use the first method, or you can install a plugin, so a header code, and then you just use it there. And remember, they said we should copy and paste this Clarity code and install it or put it in the header or head of our website or app. So I'll just go to our website again. So I'll just come here, right? You see add code to the head of your blog. Now, even though it says blog, but it's actually a website. So here is where you just paste it, all right? So you can see that it's pasted. So once you paste it, just scroll down and click on save. That's all you need to do to install Clarity. So go back to Clarity, okay? And there's nothing to say that you have actually pasted the code. So you just say install code. It can take up to 2 hours. Now, this is something that I wish that they could have added here, where you can put something like, okay, I've pasted the code and then that's all. But here, they don't say anything. They just leave you hanging. There's nothing else to do just for you to know even if you've pasted the code or not. But basically, just wait for up to 2 hours or thereabout, okay? And you're going to see clarity installed. So if you go back, all right, you see that we have I installed the code. Why am I not seeing my data? Basically, it's just basically that clarity can take time before it shows. So you can also go through this clarity tour. Okay, so basically you can also integrate it with Google Analytics. So if you click on, if you scroll down here, you just click on Get Started and you can integrate it with Google Analytics. It's very, very simple to do. So I'm just going to integrate it with Google Analytics here. So I'll click on Get Started. And then I'll click on my Google Analytics email. And then here, I'm just going to click on Continue. And then I'll choose the website that I want to use. In this case, it's Go Global. So choose the goglobal.ng, G4. So I'll click on Save. And then you can see that Clarity is now connected to my Google Analytics. And that's all you need to connect with Clarity. So once you get connected, wait for some time. Once data start getting to your website, people go to your website and click on your website, you begin to see how they react on your website. Now, let me show you the overview of how Clarity works. Now, this is a demo of how Clarity works. So this is the website of Microsoft, okay? And as you can see here, we have the session. Session is basically the number of visitors to your website over a period of time. For example, here we have 3 days. So you can select the range. Let's change it to today. For instance, you see we have 4,000 people who have visited the website today. And pages per session, 1.19. And then you can see here we have 71.94%. Scroll depth, how far depth people scroll. Active time spent. Now you can see here it says this is the average time spent on a session. All right. So this is it. Now we also have here, we have user overview, right? So you see live user, we have 53 live users at the moment, 4,000 plus unique visitors. And you can see here all users, all right, where they are visiting from Slovenia, Vietnam, India, and so on and so forth. All right. So you see them, you see the device they are using and all of that. User intent. So user intent is a user categorization based on levels of engagement. For example, low intent sessions, brief visits with minimal engagement, and so on and so forth. So let's look at the other one, medium intent user. So basically, it's just categorizing them based on how they engage. All right. Now we have insight, range click. All right, dead click. Dead click is usually where you click on a link or a button that you think it will work, but it's not working. All right. Excessive scrolling. All right. So we have quick backs. All right. So and so on and so on. Maybe somebody, I think this, let's look at this. User navigated to a page, then quickly return to the previous one. All right. So this is very good. It means that because it's low. All right. It's a very good stuff. Login sessions. Wow. So we have the login session, 1,526 people are currently logging to the website. Can you see that? So this is amazingly amazing. And you can also see the funnels, all right? Homepage, downloads. Then you can check the browser, okay, where people are, clicking this from. You can also look at the devices. And in this case, PC is actually much more than mobile. This is one of the sessions whereby I see that PC is much more. Probably because, most people will be able to use this clarity on their mobiles. I mean, on their PCs, all right? So, and then operating system, most of them use Windows, then MacBook, and iOS, and so on and so forth. Countries, top countries are India, and then we have United States. Wow, this is amazing. This is amazing insight and performance overview, right? Can you see? So you can see a whole lot of things. You know, top pages. This is clarity.microsoft.com. So that is the page that people go to on this website. That is the top inactive pages. So we have some inactive pages, pages with no traffic. Clarity.com/Shopify. You can click on it and see what the page is. Top entries, clarity, Microsoft.com. So you see that clarity seems to be a lot here. And then you see JavaScript error and so on and so forth. Now, how does this translate into getting insights into how people use your website and how you can optimize for conversion, for sales, for sign up? Now, let's look at this. So for example, sessions, let's choose this in the last, say 7 days. All right. So in the last 7 days, 55,000 people on the website. Now you see the pages session, right? So you see that your website is actually active, scroll depth, and a lot of people are actually scrolling. Range click, all right? So now, how can you now see this? You can now go to recordings. We have recordings, okay? This is the recording of how people are clicking on your website. So recording, 65 people are currently live. So let's click on this. So you'll be able to see this, right? How people are clicking on your website, all right? Or how people are interacting. Now, this one, you can see this person is just there on the website. It hasn't done anything yet, all right? So let's go to this one. Can you see what is happening? So this person visited the website on, this person is from the United Kingdom, all right? This around 10:54. It's visited the website. Let's play it again. And then the person click on get started. Also click on resources, then click on the get sign up. Possibly this might even be me. All right. So you see Chrome. All right. So let's go to some pages. Let's go down and see what has happened. This person is in France. Okay. Let's click. Can you see almost the same thing? People click on, the get started and then possibly go to above. But this person hasn't clicked on anything yet. All right. You can also click on skip inactivity so that it will just show you what people are doing directly. So let's click on that and replay. So, it's just showing us the activity of how this person is navigating the website. Let's click on this one, Caesar's Republic. Can you see how this person is moving? Now, you can also say click, all right? Click area. So once you click on click, you'll be able to see how these people are clicking. So many people in fact, can you see? Many people are clicking on where? On this button, which is, the get started button. Because let me show you how the button is. So you see, we have get started, then we have sign up, we have sign in. So most people will click on this get started instead of, this. So, and most people also probably come back and then sign in. Now let's go to Heatmaps and see what happens there. So you go back to Heatmap, although it's similar to what we just saw. So if you type the clarity, and then, let's just put it there and say that is the heat map of what we want to see. All right. So let's click on it. All right. So you can see the heat maps, how people are interacting with the website. Okay. Can you see? Even people also click on this, why is clarity free? All right. So the heat map will actually tell you everything regarding how people are, interacting with your website. So what do you think about this? I believe that if you have this insight on your website, you'll be able to optimize for sales, for sign up, and even much more. Would you be using Clarity, or have you used Clarity before? Let me know in the comment section. And I want to say thank you so much for watching this video. If you find this video helpful, please like so that all the people can see it. Subscribe and turn up notifications so that anytime I post videos like this, you'll be the first person to know about it.